Hi, and welcome to the show again. Today we'll be speaking with Melanie Swint. She is with Swint Real Estate, and we'll be talking about how to keep and retain control of your clients, and more importantly, mobile apps. It's all about your buyers, provides direct access to agents, so all kinds of things like that. So, Melanie, thanks very much for joining us today in the broadcast.
Thank you for having me.
Great. So how did you come to recognize your need for a mobile app?
Well, I have to be honest, in the beginning when I was first approached about having a mobile app, I thought that was only something that large companies did. And I did not think that it was something that was going to be accessible or affordable to a small business owner like myself. Once I was approached, I started to pay attention a little bit more, I would say, to what my friends, my family, my business associates, my clients were doing. And what I did notice is that anytime I'm in a group of people, I notice that everyone is constantly checking their phone. So you know, you go to lunch with someone, you're not even talking to each other because everybody's checking their phone.
And I'll sit with your hand.
So it definitely made sense to me. I started to connect the dots and figured if there was, you know, something that I could utilize to instantly connect with both my clients and my friends and family as far as, you know, being in their face in regards to real estate. Obviously, real estate, you know, we're all trying to brand ourselves. And it was a great tool. I came to realize it was a great tool that would allow me to constantly brand myself to my sphere of influence.
So how has your app helped you market Swint Real Estate?
Well, once the app was published, one of the great things about Apptology is that they actually created my own custom branded QR code. And so with that branded QR code, I'm able to apply that to all of my marketing materials. So I would put the QR code on my property flyers. I would add that to any direct mail marketing that I'm doing, website, email, so that everybody is aware that, number one, we have a mobile app, and that the people that I know have the opportunity to download that app and then start utilizing the app. There is some great functionality in there that actually is it gives people the opportunity to use the tools in there on a regular basis, not only just for real estate. So we tried to put in some value adds within the tool so that it would be something that they would utilize on a regular basis, and again continue to brand myself and real estate to my sphere of influence.
I love that term, Apptology. How do you use the app?
Well, the app itself has multiple functions, and the great thing about it is it gives instant access to the people that have the app to search the MLS, so they have at their fingertips the ability to access information about homes they might be interested in. They could be sitting in front of the house and utilize my app to search MLS and get more information on the property. The second tool that I think is extremely valuable to my clients is the mortgage calculator. And again, if they know what the price on the home is, they can utilize that mortgage calculator to figure out if the home is affordable for their budget. So they would put in the information, and it will give them based on the interest rate and the length of the loan, what their mortgage payments would be, and then obviously they can decide if that fits within their budget, and they can do that immediately. So then, hence, if they're a buyer, they can either rule it out or they can request a showing with me. And then, of course, the other thing is the QR reader, which is the tool that can be used anytime. Businesses now all have these QR codes, and in order to find out what those QR codes are what information they're providing, you need a QR reader.
Yep.
One of the tools within our app is the QR reader. So that's a tool that they can use all the time, whether they're currently looking for real estate or not. They can utilize that QR code reader on a regular basis. And again, every time they open that app, they see my face and remember that I'm in real estate, because as we all know in any business, unless you're in front of your customers all the time, they forget about you.
Yeah, constant touch points and constant FaceTime. I wonder if you could, we've been talking about some of the features. What kind of functions does your mobile app have?
Well, I would say the most important function out of all of the features that it offers is the fact that it allows me to do push notifications out to my clients, meaning that I have instant access to everybody who downloads my app to notify them of brand new listings, open houses, properties that just sold. And again, this is a push notification that goes directly to their phone, which we all know nobody leaves their phone anywhere except in their purse or their pocket. So it allows me to notify my sphere of influence that, there's something going on in the real estate market. And if they're in the market to buy or sell a house, they realize that they need to pick up that phone and call me right away.
And how many downloads have you had so far?
We have had over 400 downloads. So
good start.
It's a great start, because when I look at what it cost me, to do a direct mail marketing piece to my sphere of influence. So if I took, a direct mail piece to notify all my clients and friends and family that we were having an open house, or we had just listed a property, each time I do direct mail to, let's say, 400 clients, that's going to cost me $350 in itself. And I may do mailings like that 3 to 4 times a month.
Yeah.
So the cost of advertising myself and my business is very minimal using this ready-built app.
And so, given that, how do you actually get business from the app?
Well, I have a great story. Actually, a client of mine had downloaded the app, and she had that app on her phone, and she was at work, and a coworker had actually started talking about real estate and the fact that he was possibly in the market to purchase a property. And she said, you need to call, you need to check this out. And she brought up the app, and it was my Swint real estate app, and showed him that he could search the MLS, check out all the different tools, and then she was able to click one button with Tell a Friend and transfer all of my contact information to him via text, and he was able to download the app himself on his phone. Well, that transaction between these two people resulted in a sale transaction for me, which obviously, one commission that I got just specifically from the app has paid for the development and hosting for well over the first year. So it's covered the initial investment that I made in getting the app built for my company.
Sounds like a no-brainer to me. So I'm sure there's going to be a few people that are going to wonder, how to get this app, and maybe more about the whole app process. So maybe you could give us a little idea of how they can download that app.
Well, there are several ways, but I would recommend, if people are interested in evaluating, creating or getting their own app, what they want to do is they want to go to apptology.com. Apptology is the company that created my app, and they create apps for all different types of businesses, including, obviously, real estate. So I would suggest that they start there.
Great thanks very much for joining us on the program today. I've learned something about this whole app thing. It is no doubt there's some compelling reasons to look into it. So swintrealtygroup.com. Thank you very much for joining us today, Melanie. Great having you.
Thank you for having me. Have a great day.
Cheers.